Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we're on one of the weirder cube lists I think I have ever played. This is one I've been working on for a little bit now. I've noticed this thing where mages are kind of 50% of the meta, at least at the rank I'm at. Quite literally, 50% of the games I've played today on stream were secret mage or mage. Mage is some for rarity, but like I think in like 20 games, I legitimately hit like 10 or 11 mages, and there were only 3 of those mages that weren't secret mages. So I think Eater of Secrets, by the way, is like hella good in the deck. And then another deck that I found very popular, not on today's stream, but on previous streams, looking at like stats on HS Replay and whatnot, has been Odd Pally. So to help deal with Odd Pally, I've been playing Doomsayer because I just think it's pretty good, and School Spirit. And School Spirit's also fairly good against early boards, against Hand Buff Paladin, against aggro druids, against a couple other decks. So I think it's actually a pretty good card. Also gains you health, which is really nice. Another card that used to be in the lists a lot that's no longer that much played is Dark Pact. And I just think it's a really good activate for Carnivorous Cube, and it helps against aggro a substantial amount. So yeah, so this list is definitely tech to deal with aggro. And I think it might actually be the better list right now for Cube. Just because it kind of just gives you that survivability you need in order to get to a point where you have to play your big demons and your Gul'dans. One thing you will notice is that I'm running all 5 of the big demons. I know it's pretty popular right now to cut either Mal'Ganis or one Voidlord. Voidlords I think are insane against paladins especially, which is another very popular deck, and against warriors and things like that when you can cheat them out. And I just like the survivability that Mal'Ganis gives you against Mill Rogue. They've already played their Vanish and one of their, or both of their saps. Mal'Ganis is kind of a card that just prevents them from realistically killing you. So I like that a lot. Also, Eater Secrets is really good against that deck. A sub point, because they'll play Evasion, and you can eat that too. It's also pretty good against some Paladin decks that still play the Secrets. But yeah. I don't know what else there is to say about the deck. I feel like everything else is simple. Oh, I guess the big thing that I'm not playing is Plague of Flames. And I found, the reason I don't play Plague of Flames is because I found too many times where I was playing the deck, like I'd have to Plague of Flames, so I'd be getting rid of like actual really good cards. And I fucking hate that. So I think Dark Pact is just slightly better with the Doomsayers. Because you'd really want to play it early game, and I think that Doomsayers are better early game anyways. It also gives you like an activator for Voidcaller, where they have to choose between letting Voidcaller get activate, killing it, and then possibly giving you a 5/5 lifesteal against aggro, which is really fucking good, especially when they don't have a board or other things like that. So yeah, anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch if you want to catch things like this live. I won't be live tomorrow because I have to be up at 8 AM to go take a test for my driver's license on Monday. But or else I'm going to be trying to stream every single day next week because I miss streaming a lot, and it's like I finally feel like I'm able to get back to streaming. So, yeah, not much else to say besides that. Yeah, why don't you guys go grab a drink, and let's hop right into the first game. Alright, guys, I will see y'all there. I also hope everyone has a drink, you know what I'm saying? Drinks are very important, in my opinion, to enjoying a stream. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Okay, well... this Cubelock deck is very, very tech to deal with aggro. So, yeah. Yeah. This hand's not actually that bad. Like, this hand is definitely playable, I think. I don't have a way to deal damage to him, which kind of fucking sucks. Okay, it's not rigged fair games, which is good. Depending what... Yeah, I think I just dropped Doomsayer here, and I hope it's not Ruins? It's Ruins, fuck. Oh no, it's Potion Polymorph. Okay. I guess I'm fine with that being what it hit. Logically, he does this here, which is good. I just Defile here and I wipe. Defile here is actually super clean. I need to hit a demon next turn. Getting a demon here would be super fucking crucial. Oh, it actually does work. I have an extension. I presume you guys see it with the deck on the side of the screen. And I wanted to make sure that it actually worked. And you guys can actually hover over cards that are played. And you'll actually see stats on them and what the card does. That's next level technology. Oh, fuck, I forgot to trade. I should have traded first. Oh, I fucked up. I would have eaten 2 secrets. I would have had a 4-6. Been super far ahead. Oh, I threw. I actually probably fucking threw. Whoops. Yeah, that's super fucking bad. I didn't hit any demons this game, which really fucking sucks. Yeah, no demons whatsoever. We're in a terrible position, sadly. If we would have eaten that counterspell, we would have been in so much of a better position. And it's not even close. That was good ordering right there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So, like, we drew this super late. If we would have drawn this last turn, we were chilling, I think. Or 2 turns. Oh, no, last turn, yeah, we would have had a 5-7 on the board. Oh, I'm just dead to Fireball. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up so hard there. Yeah, I threw that game. I threw that game super, super hard. Oh well. Whoops. That was probably the worst play I've ever done. Like, straight up, I think that was the worst I've ever played the fucking game. Very, very unfortunate. Let's hopefully not misplay this time. Odd Rogue is like super fucking popular right now, so I like keeping the removal. I really, really like keeping the removal because, yeah. Against Odd Rogue, I feel like you kind of need to have some amount of removal in hand in order to actually do, like, anything. Alright. Cube is an okay draw. I won't say it's the worst draw. Being that it's not that, I have a feeling I know exactly what it is, and it's most likely mill, which is not good for me either. Okay. Well, if he's AFK, I mean, I'm in a good position. Obviously. I don't know why he had to rope there, besides, you know, being a giant phallus. But yeah. Drawing Voidlords here is, like, good, but, like, not that great. Also, there's a lot of people that think that, or that say, like, Voidlord is not necessary in the deck. I'd argue that he is. The card's actually super fucking good. It's mill, so I need to kind of play a card every single turn, and having Voidcaller, one of the best draws in my deck is actually Skull to Minari. Because it eats so many things, if that makes sense. As long as you have Skull to Minari out and a demon in hand, it's impossible to burn a card. It's actually impossible to burn a card. Which, in my opinion, makes it super fucking good, right? Obviously. If I can't burn any cards, I kind of just win. Of course, you have a sap. That's actually not the right target to sap. He would have wanted to kill this. I burnt Gul'dan. You know, sometimes you queue into mill rogues and they just god roll and you kind of just lose because it's a mill rogue that god rolled. Yeah, and he has the gang up too. I wish I was half as good as this guy is, clearly. I don't want more Voidlords. Oh, that fucking destroys me. Yeah, he would have wanted to sap this, not the Voidcaller. Sure, he burnt 2 cards. Or 3 cards, right? Instead of only burning 2. But I don't think it was the right choice for him to do that. Oh, fuck, I forgot to attack face first. Whoops, I lost out on 3 damage. It shouldn't be the end of the world, but it might be. Not having Gul'dan means I think I lose this game. Straight up, I don't think I can win without Gul'dan. That's fine. Without Gul'dan, I'm pretty sure I just lose. If I lose this 50-50, that's really fucking bad. Yeah, losing that 50-50 there was like actually devastatingly bad. Because having more Voidlords is like super, super not good. I'm so sad that we're gonna actually lose this game. If we burnt any other card in our deck that wasn't Bloodreaver Gul'dan, we won. And I'm 99% sure of that. Gul'dan is actually a huge draw here. He said he could think that he's burning a card by playing Cold Light, and he won't. That was a good top deck for him. I have a 50-50 pulling Mal'Ganis, which is kind of huge. Yeah. I dislike Lab Recruiter so much. I still don't see how the deck he's playing actually ever beats an aggro deck. I don't think this deck ever beats any aggro deck. If I pull Mal'Ganis here, it's super big. Have Vanish or you lose the game. I mean, he most likely has Vanish. Fuck me, I guess. How much do I think he's actually playing Vanish in his deck? I don't know how much I actually think he's playing Vanish, because if he's playing Vanish right now, he bounces 4 cards, which is these, and both of these die. Down into Cold Light. I'm so sad. I'm gonna lose to the Infinite Cloaks. At least having the Eater is good, but if he plays the secret version of it, I don't have a way to kill off one of my own minions. Oh, I do. Hit Defile. Hit Defile does it. Now, unless he has prep, he can't do it that way. And as for right now, I don't die because of Mal'Ganis. Okay. He's gonna be so mad when he sees this. I know I would be mad. Get fucked. Actual good meme. Let's fucking go. Let's say you showed on a Milrogue. Be playing Eater of Secrets because it's a card that no one expects. No one expects the tech of Eater. No one expects it because it's not that great of a card right now. So, people don't expect it, but like when I was building this deck, I was kind of looking like what I face most often. What I saw were just really popular decks. So I saw that like Secret Mage was like super popular, and I know that I've hit more mill rogues than like any other type of rogue. So for me, when I was building this deck, I kind of took that into account, which is why I put Eater of Secrets instead of putting the guy who copies one. So I don't think the guy who copies one is better than Eater. Eater just kind of gets rid of the problem. If your opponent still has a secret, you just know what it is, so it's kind of still a problem. So I like Eater. Same reason why I'm playing Doomsayer is because also Doomsayer is like pretty good with the Death Rattle minions, where it's kind of like you could kill the Death Rattle minion, goes into my death pool, and then the Doomsayer goes off, wiping my board, so you're kind of at the risk of Gul'dan. Or you let it go off, but then I keep, say, a 5/5 on the board. Or if it's a cube in that case, I keep 2 Mal'Ganises or 2 Enhanced Dreadlords on the board. And that's kind of like an iffy, you're kind of in a bad position either way. So I do really like Doomsayer in the deck. I admit it's probably not the best card, but I really enjoy playing it. And I think it's good. It also helps, like, right, if you drop it on turn 2 against, like, Odd Pally, like, it kind of swings the whole tempo into your favor. So they'll have a hard time killing it on turn 2. Or even turn 3, they'll often have a hard time killing it. So I'm perfectly fine with running 1 copy, or 2 copies of it. Dark Pact is to gain health and to get an activator for Cube, because that's something I've noticed with a lot of recent versions, is that I've never had an activator for Cube in my deck. And I feel like an activator for Cube is super important in the long run. So I do really enjoy having at least one way to activate it. Like, I mean, I should have possibly done this on this, but I'm hoping that he's gonna kill it. It is big after all. There's no way, Raza... It actually is Raza. No, was not expecting that one. Okay. Raza is a super hard deck to beat, in my opinion. And one of the best ways to go about doing it is just to make sure to always have a minion on board. Never overcommit, especially going into 7. Because going into 7, he'll have Psychic Scream. So it's good to play around that. Like next time I'm mostly just dropping this with it. Okay, that gets death here. I'm fine with that, actually. If that gets death. Not the end of the... Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Deck doesn't realistically play secrets, so I'm fine just dropping Eater here as a temple minion. I'd really like to still have... I was hoping that it was going to survive for 1 turn, even the 5/5, and I was debating facelessing it, but I could see how it just wouldn't survive. He most likely will have Raza. My guess is he has Raise Dead, in which case he'll get back both of these. Now we could prevent the odds of him getting Zephyrus back. Zephyrus is another really problematic card. So, if he doesn't have it, it's better for me. Ooh. School Spirit is not a card that's going to be very useful to me in the upcoming future. As, like, in this matchup, it's just typically not great. That deck plays, like, I think 10 minions, typically. So, get it out of the way when I could get value with it. And kind of use it to play around Elucia, right? There's high possibilities that he'll have to do 2 different board wipes, right? And he's going to try and get one from me. And a way to get around Elucia is just really fucking good. Like, the less cards you have in hands, the less likely he is to play Elucia, the higher likelihood I find you have at winning the game. I'm actually debating just slamming the Doomsayer here. How good is Doomsayer here? If I Doomsayer, he most likely doesn't play anything unless he can kill me, which I doubt he can. It might kill a Rasa for free, so I think this is good, and it pulls the Enhanced Dreadlord, which means Cube is such a good draw for me. Best draws in my deck are Cube, basically. Oh, that's fine. I'll take even just copying the 5/5 with Cube. I'm being honest. Oh, the 5/5 can't attack though, which kind of sucks. Well, sadly no Cube. Sadly it couldn't attack here. I mean, right now, the only way I think we can realistically win is if Ross is at the bottom of his deck. With how he's playing, it's seeming more and more like Ross is at the bottom of his deck. I mean, look, if he had Raza in hand last turn, he played Raza here 100. He played Raza 100% last turn. I don't see any realm where he would not have done that, so that's fine. It's 1/3s, which aren't great, but like sometimes, you know, you just have to deal with it. Fucking, oh, that's so bad for me. You got cucked super hard if I had like something good in hand, but the fact that I had this is just super, super unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's good, but again, I guess he has played Death. He's played his Hysteria. He's played his Zephyrus. The only real answer he has to this right now is Psychic Scream. And he's played Anduin, right? If he has Psychic Scream, he's kind of drawn all of his removal. Yeah, okay, I mean, the more spells he uses to kill something like this, the better position I'm in, I find. Really? Drew all my other demons? Not great for me. I don't want to play the Worthless Imp because it adds an extra dead minion in my death pool, which is like not something you realistically want. My draw this game has been actually fucking awful. It's a miracle we survived this long. We should be dead here though. We're dead whenever he draws Spawn of Shadows. Interesting. Interesting. We know he's drawn this, if I'm not mistaken, should be Reno. Can I draw an actual decent card, please? I've actually drawn no playable cards the last 3 turns. I know I said that I want to keep the Worthless Imp as just something in hand. But at the same time, like, it's just gonna get pulled over the Voidlord next turn anyways. I've quite literally drawn almost all the terrible cards in my deck. I'm gonna Spawn of Shadows. And we dead last turn. I don't know why he waited so long to just slam the Spawn of Shadows when he quite literally had me dead last turn. He's not great at that deck. No, I take this deck for aggro, and I've yet to hit an actual aggro deck. Well, I hit Secret Mage, but I don't really count that as aggro, and I fucked that matchup so bad. I've yet to actually draw Gul'dan, and Gul'dan is like... I decided not to put N'Zoth in, because I feel like N'Zoth is kind of one of those win more cards. You kind of, like, if you don't slam it on 10, the card is significantly worse. But at the same time, I think I might need to add it back to the deck. It's a really, really powerful card that I kind of miss having because it's so good. But I don't know. It's one of those cards that's like, it's hard to find a place. I guess it's better than School Spirit possibly, but at the same time, you know, I've always felt like School Spirit and Demon Wrath were really good cards, but whenever I put them into my deck, it's almost like aggro just disappears, and I don't hit any more of it. So, in that case, cutting a School Spirit for N'Zoth is actually definitely the right choice. And I'm very tempted to go back and do it. See, if I would have drawn like this against the Priest, I had a much better odds of winning that game. But he didn't know how to play that deck, and it's super disappointing to me that I lost to someone that didn't know how to play the deck. That's a new card for Secret Mage. New one. Oh, I'd love to slam that here. I'm probably queued into the one person playing Secret Mage. Oh my god, is it Flamewaker Mage? What the fuck is going on? Am I just dead? Random thought. Did I just die on curve? I can't leave the Flamewaker alive. I have to board wipe here. Oh, I forced 2 mana out of his turn. He has 3 mana here. If he slams Flamewaker number 2 with the 3 mana, I just Dark Skies. Yeah, I just Dark Skies here. I assume that's one of his win cons. And then I slammed the other Doomsayer that I top decked to try and prevent him from playing actual minions here. Which allows me next turn to slam this kind of on an empty board. Then he plays something and I summon a good minion kind of in retaliation. You want to look at it that way? There's quite literally no point for him to waste any piece of removal on this Doomsayer. Just let it go off. That's a good one, especially if I draw Cube. I don't want to tap anymore. I'm already fairly low against Mage, obviously. They have 24 damage burst over 2 turns, theoretically. Yeah. What the fuck am I playing against? Oh, kind of wish I had another Dark Skies now. Do I tap to attempt to find a cube? I'm fine with just getting rid of that. I mean, okay, tapping here is a little bit risky. I feel super, like, stressed being this low. It's not Poly, because he wanted to play them on the Doomsayer with 3 mana. I guess it could be Poly. No, but it's because he didn't have the 3-2 that he currently has. So, Frostbolt? The thing that freezes a random, or that freezes an enemy? Has Twin Spell? Arcane Breath. Oh, it's Dragon Mage. I feel like he's just better off playing Lunas. I would just be playing Lunas if I was him. Although I do really enjoy Lunas. That deck is a lot of fun. Not necessarily the best deck, but it's a lot of fucking fun. Okay. What are you up to? What are you? Oh, fuck you. Yes, yes. Get cocked, nerd. Oh, that felt so good. It's the first time I high roll on like devolving missiles in fucking forever. War streamer, thanks for following the channel. Why you gotta bring up the truth like that? 1, 2. Okay. He did have a hex last turn. I don't think he'll have a hex this turn. So feel free to just slam the Mal'Ganis here. Oh, should Mal'Ganis been on the other side of the 1/1? I don't know if Mal'Ganis should have maybe have been on the I don't think of any cards that Mage plays that swipe. That's the one you polymorph. Interesting play. Interesting pally. I'm debating facelessing this. I know the place sounds super fucking weird. But it plays around another polymorph effect. And I think playing around the other polymorph effect is right. Because if he's playing one board, he's most likely playing two. Is my guess. Already as it is, I feel super low at this amount of health. Now if he has double poly, he can't play double poly. Bloodreaver Gul'dan is the best draw on my deck. And I think I just have to slam it. If I find Bloodreaver, I just have to slam it here. If that RNG to Fireball, I'm going to be a little... Why do I have to call everything? Why do I have to draw super terribly? Fuck me. Oh well. I lost this game to an RNG Fireball. Show me the other Fireball in your hand. Lost the game to an RNG Fireball. Seems legit. Oh, fucking Christ. Can I put out another game where I've yet to actually draw Bloodreaver Gul'dan? 5 games with the deck so far, not one draw Bloodreaver. Kinda depressing. I might add Nozologist just because I'm not drawing Bloodreaver. And it gives you, again, taunt means would not have saved me though. I needed to get life gain, which... I'm trying to think of how to add life gain to this deck. I can't play Reno, which is the obvious choice. The deck already runs so many fireballs, or 5-drops, so... What's-his-face is not a real choice. Anti-Keelbot. Enhanced Dreadlord is typically enough life gain. Typically. But... and mixed with the Drain Souls. I have no idea what the fuck to add to this deck to try and make it better. Like, I'm also even playing Dark Pacts, which is more healing than that deck normally plays. What the fuck am I playing against? Druid, at least in my knowledge, doesn't have any treachery-esque effects. Is he just playing a whole bunch of 1-drops? If so, interesting deck, bud. Oh, I got punished for not playing School Spirit last turn. Oh well. I got absolutely punished for not playing School Spirit. I would have taken 6 less damage last turn. But as it is, I do have... Oh my god. Man drew fucking perfectly to counter my draw. Oh no, I'm just dead next turn. Sick. I need School Spirit number 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's no way this kills anything. Okay, well, I stand corrected. That did kill some things. I need to draw fragments. I was about to say, drawing some amount of soul fragments here would be super fucking clean. I'm at 5? Okay. If he has, I guess, Savage Roar, I'm just dead. You top deck to Savage Roar. Leroy. Does my Doomsayer go off? Do we beat the deck that I so hardly tried to tech against? The best draw on my deck here is a Soul Fragment, actually. The reason I say the best draw on my deck is a Soul Fragment, theoretically here, I'm dead to double Living Roots. Since he's playing a token build, I assume he's playing some amount of Living Roots. So I'm kind of terrified of that. Or, I mean, Mal'Ganis would also be a really clean draw. Mal'Ganis, Gul'dan now, Soul Fragments, Drain Soul, Dark Pact. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards are good draws. Ooh. If I would have lost when I had 7 good draws out of 18 possible cards, I would have been a little mad. I would have been a lot bits mad. No cap.